Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set, and getting the call here, Griffin Canning. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
That one fouled off. Good eye in that spot.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. That's in there. And that's strike one. Canning, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Top of the zone for a called strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
One down, base is empty. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing. Otherwise, you'll be really frustrated after this one.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Just missed.
No,
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Nimmo going back on it and gone. So he goes yard to left, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. And that one upstairs. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-0. Canning, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Cards on the board first with this solo blast. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Citi Field. Today's starting pitcher, Andre Pallante.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
The 1-0. And that one pulled foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Scott sizing this one up. He's got it. And there's one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Oh, and 2 now.
That's a ball.
Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting third, Center fielder, Juan Soto.
2 down, bases empty. So up next for New York, Juan Soto.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Fought off foul. Soto launched a homer in his most recent game. Two down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing across here this half. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
That's the ball.
Just missed. Line drive. Reaches but can't haul it in.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. Canning checks the runner.
No,
Walker
he's safe.
back easily. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-1. On the ground, could be 2. McNeil over to second, on to first in time. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. That one the other way. Brings it in for the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Pete Alonso. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball, to slug, is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And here it comes. Up the middle, Win. Fires over to first. And that takes care of Alonso.
Batting 5th, third baseman,
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he offered at it. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ciani on the move to the alley. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
That is his second baseman,
Jeff McNeil stands in. McNeil matched a homer in his last game.
Hey!
2 outs. And a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Canning back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Marte makes the grab on the run.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Michael Ciani in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Check swing, called strike. In for a strike. Going to count 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Pitch misses there. 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
On the ground. Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play. This is such a difficult play for a third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look for StatCast.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the mid, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. That gets by him. So, man aboard, Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. Right through there for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
No, that missed.
Throw to second. And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And that is out of play. This one lifted in the air, left field. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Check on the runner.
Hey.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And now 1 and 2. On the ground, 2 ball. Fired to second, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now it's Jose Siri. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Siri in his 4th year, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. 2 down, nobody on.
Heck.
So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. 2 outs. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Mets go down quickly, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Inside, just missed.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Right side. Toss to Alonso. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered in this game. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Struck out looking his first time.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1. Ball, low.
Squirts away a little bit. Arenado leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2-2.
This one in the air, right field. Marte snags it. So up next, Jordan Walker. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Out.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. This one in the air, center field. Soto sizes this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Queens, and now it's going to be Brandon Nimmo. And there's a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Just missed. Ball. That misses. Ball. And a count 2-1.
2-1.
Foul ball there. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
In the air, right field. Walker under it. Puts it away for the out. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Grounded out his first time. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a ball.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Man at first with 1 gone. Juan Soto digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Throw to first. Lindor back in there. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Holy Toledo. Juan Soto goes deep. His 7th home run of the season. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 so far. There's the strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pajes makes the grab. And there's 2 down. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Singy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, with just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. This to third. Vientos whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. He's 0 for 1. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting catcher, Pedro Pajes.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. Fouled off. He was late.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Win at first, 1 gone. Canning checks the runner. Win back on a dive.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Now batting Michael Ciani. Throw over to first, and he's back in safely. There's a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That missed. That's a ball.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a bouncer. Toss to Alonso, and that will end the inning. The Cards leave one, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at Citi Field, here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. That one outside. Ball one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Starling Marte up to hit. And there's a ball. That one deep left field, and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year. It's 4-1.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Andre Palante is done, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Now on the bump, Kyle Leahy.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Here's the 0-2. Now a check swing, but he held up.
That pitch wasn't even close. And they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it. And that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Siri takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero up and loosening in the pen. Roycroft, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
And delivers
2-2.
outside. In the air, left side. Siani settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting left fielder.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That one clips the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That one misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Up and
That's a
in.
ball.
Now 3-1.
3-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
So 2 down. Here's Francisco Lindor. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
High fly ball out into left center field. Siani sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC. Top 6. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
2-2's the count.
And that's in the dirt.
Count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals, has grounded out a couple of times. Canning checks the runner, and he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second, and he's out.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs. So they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2-2 on the way. Outside with a breaking ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Arenado stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Two down, nobody on.
Hike one.
Just
That
missed.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Cardinals 1. Chris Roycroft gets the ball now.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle, win. To first, 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Nice grab. Over to first. Got him. Nice play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's downstairs.
That's down. Ball.
And the count is 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Mets as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Stanek. Here's Contreras now. The Redbirds in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That was pretty nasty. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 2. First pitch misses.
1-0.
The Cards trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Burleson stands in now and watches strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Pitch misses, and a count 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And down in order go the Cardinals, and they trail it 4-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Fernandez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Just off the inside edge. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. JoJo Romero appears to be getting loose. King warming up as well. And the 1-0.
Nope, ball.
just
Nope,
missed.
that's outside.
So
Ball.
definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Starling Marte.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And that is downstairs. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And there's a strike. That one not close. And the count is 3-1. And that's through there for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Draws the walk there.
Ball 4, take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Right through there for a strike.
It's 0-1.
On the ground, and that hits off the base. The throw in, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Two on, one out, and now here is Jose Siri. Swing and a miss, strike one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Outside low, and the count even 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield, runner at first base, get 2, get out of this.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Marte at third, Alvarez at first, one gone. Got him swinging.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Ciani makes the catch. And the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets, but they lead it 4-1. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Max Kranick.
For the Mets, number 32, Max Kranick.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, center field. Soto makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher Pedro.
Now here is Pedro Pajes.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Just missed.
One ball,
The
no
Mets
strikes.
leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. That one drilled left field and foul ball. That's down and
That's the
in.
ball.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play. Redbirds down quietly. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, John King. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-2.
That misses.
Ball, that's low.
And that's ball 2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
That's a ball. Count is full.
Good job to fight that one off. And he calls for time now in the box. A chance to collect himself in the middle of this long at bat. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Now a screamer into the outfield. Ciani makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, center fielder Juan Soto.
So digging in, Juan Soto. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Way out front for strike two. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero, the left-hander, up and throwing. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 outs, base is empty. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
And that just misses. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that one hammered. Going back. Grabs it right up against the wall. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott.
Victor Scott, the second. Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edward.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No ball.
Diaz, multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
Foul
Trying to
ball.
bunt his way on, and that's a foul ball. Just
Outside. That's a ball.
And the count is 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. Safe at third with a triple, his third hit of the day.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
So up next, Brendan Donovan. In there at the knees for a strike. Scott at third with nobody out. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
He's 2 outs away. Nato comes in to take his cuts. And that one clips the corner. Diaz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit.
1-1.
Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. Next offering way upstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give.
On the ground right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw won't get there in time, and a run is in to score.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Runner on at first with one gone. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
Hit in the air, right field. Marte. And it's caught for the out. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. 1 for 3. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
No ball, 2 strikes.
1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, great start to this 4-game series to get the first one at home, but these players know they've got some work to do because they could easily drop the next 3 if they're not careful. Can't get too comfortable. Get some rest, come back for the next one, and be ready to take game 2.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that momentum over to today, we're in for a show on MLB The Show.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and on the hill, the big righty, Tyler McGill. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And that's just foul. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. Oh, great stop from his knees to throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
1 out, bases empty. That pitch gets the corner. 0-2 now.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ball 1 there. Struck him out without a swing. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. 2 down, bases empty. Now up for St. Louis, Wilson Contreras. And first offering is fouled off. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And the batter now, Mason Wynn. That's in there. And that is strike 1. Contreras off of first with 2 away. The shortstop takes the ball.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. This is Mets baseball on the show, NYC. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill today, Sonny Gray. What do we need to know here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Brandon Nimmo leading things off and takes a strike. Gray with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Started after it. Appeal to third. Didn't go. And that's downstairs and outside.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside low. Full count now. Got him. And there's one away.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. That one to first, and he can't come up with it. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Juan Soto in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. Strike two.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. On to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Back here in Queens, and now it's Ivan Herrera. McGill back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count's even at 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Alec Burleson, batting with one down, takes a strike. Second inning here, no score. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And that one in the air center field. Siri makes the catch. Out number 2.
Batting 7, left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Lars Nootbaar. On the ground, right side. And it hits the bag. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that is that. The Cards leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
And that's down and away.
That's the ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And another ball. And a 4-pitch walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, just came apart right there. A 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that one fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
0-2 now. Strike 3. Got him with the backdoor breaking ball.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Now the third baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. And that's outside. Right through there for a strike. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. That one missed.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Alonso, the base runner at first with one out. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. No swing. Grounder might be 2. There's one. Over to first. Safe.
Designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. Marte with a homer in his last game. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two outs. Swings and misses. The throw to first. Inning over. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the right fielder, Michael Ciani. And that drops in for a strike. Ciani goes 6'1", 25 years old, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. McGill winds and deals.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to move in the right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Man at second. In there at the knees, and the count 1-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Everything came together for him. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Alonso to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Two outs, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One, 2 to Contreras. Hit in the air, center field. Series sizing it up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Citi Field, here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. That one's in there. Strike 1. And right back to the mound. And a quick out, number one.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Jose Siri.
Jose Siri getting ready to hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. In the air, left field, down the line. Nootbaar hauls it in, and there's two away.
Up next for the Mets.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And the pitch is outside, ball one. And it's even up. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
And now the count filled up 3-2. In the air, right side. Nabs it, and that'll do it. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Mason Wynn. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Outside low, and 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Ivan Herrera. And a foul ball. Wynn gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Ball.
That one finds the corner. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. The pitch.
Ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Now it's the DH, Alec Burleson. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Just missed. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Coming home. Here's the throw. Tag, save. It's 2-0.
That's 3 singles in a row. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And now Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Siri puts it away. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Gorman in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Top half of inning number 4.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next offering upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
There's a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play. With 2 strikes, some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch at the best pitch you possibly can and let the result be whatever it's going to be. Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Michael Ciani now at the plate. Doubled his first time up. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Way high. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Soto. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's 2-zip. Back here in Queens, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes a ball. Swing and a foul straight back. This one popped up. Win. As this one sized up. 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Holy Toledo. He shoots one out to right. It's 2-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The Polar Bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Swing and a chopper out to short. That ends the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. McGill back to work. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Alvarez to first in time. And the bunt doesn't work out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
Stepping in, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. His second of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Base is empty, one away, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the air, left field. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Win in the box again, takes a strike. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. St. Louis tacks on 1 with a homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That one missing inside.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic. Next offering is fouled back. Here comes a 3-2. In the air, right field. Ciani on the move. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Little chopper rolls foul. One down, base is empty. to the left side, but it is well foul.
One and two.
And the next pitch is way outside. And that's outside. The Mets down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
One gone, runner at first. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Marte stands at first with 1 out. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Man at second. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Line drive, base hit. Marte is waved home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Jose Siri digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Now. Swings through that one above the zone.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And the runner holds. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. JoJo Romero up and throwing. Maton getting loose as well. Swinging a foul out of play. That misses. 1-2 the count.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. A run, a hit, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Mets 2. New inning getting started at the plate. Ivan Herrera. Herrera, 24 years old, and he was born in Panama. That one fouled off.
You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90-plus miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
To the right side. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Alec Burleson, the next to hit. Just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
And that's off the outside edge. Ball 2. And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That catches the corner. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count's full. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 4-2. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. He's just too good of a hitter at the plate. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Jose Butto. He's into the game with the bases empty. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That's too low, and the count is 2-0. Fastball right back to the mound. Slings to first, 2 away.
Now batting third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. Line to left and foul ball. The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. McNeil on the run, sent it over to first. Nicely done for the out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, JoJo Romero.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. The switch hitter batting right. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Fernandez getting loose out there. King, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. That one way inside. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, he almost got him on the previous pitch and pretty much squared him up right there. Got to wonder what's going on if you're on the other side of the field.
And that one fouled off.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a chopper. Donovan throws to first in time. They get the out on Soto.
Now that is first baseman Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. A strikeout and a walk. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. And that's in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Runner edges away at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Lindor rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike one. And fouled off. That's outside. And that is ball one. And that's a strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. Two outs.
Whoa. 1-1.
And there's a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here at Citi Field, and the batter now, Michael Ciani. So Minter will take over. He's been so good against lefties.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 33, A.J. Minter.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And he lays down a bunt. And a foul ball. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Next to hit, Victor Scott. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2. Ground ball right side. McNeil tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Mets 3. A new arm into the game, the righty Ryan Fernandez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, 1-run game. Starling Marte up to hit. He is struck out, and he is walked. Right side. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a breaking ball misses outside. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Slider misses outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And next for the Mets, Jose Siri.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Right through there for a strike. Ball one there.
1 strike.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Corner for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Still down a run. It's 4-3.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Reed Garrett.
Reed.
Well, one-run game, and here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. And that's in there at the knees.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And ball 1.
1-1.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1-2.
And a good eye there. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Alvarez hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Strike 1. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Next offering is outside. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. Strike him out. 2 gone.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Pereira in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
2 down, nobody on. That one drifts inside. Swing and a pop-up. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, John King.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now Brandon Nimmo. There's the strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
This one popped up. Donovan hauls it in for the out. Here's Francisco Lindor. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that drops in for a strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is outside. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Ball 2. 2-2.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Called out on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that.
That one is absolutely belted. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and it ties it up. It's 4-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Ball 1, no strikes. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. John King done for the night, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Phil Maton.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Splits the plate, strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. And that one is inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. We go to the 9th, and now the DH, Alec Burleson. Danny Young will take over here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. To the right side, McNeil. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
All tied up here at the top of the ninth. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a ground ball. McNeil gets it to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Nolan Arenado.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Young, 30 years old now. Intentional walk coming here. They put him on board, and with 2 outs, they'll go after the next batter.
Can't blame him for putting him on right there. His bat is red hot right now, but his speed isn't exactly blazing. Kind of a base clogger, so I think it's a pretty good move.
Ciani in the box now. Takes strike 1. Four in the ninth. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Alvarez gathers, goes to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 1. That's in there.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Just missed.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Line and a base hit into right. And now the winning run is on base.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Mets going with a pinch hitter, Jesse Winker.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Pickoff throw. Acuna back in on a dive. Winning run on base at first. No outs.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Tied at 4. Swing and a miss, struck him out. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out.
On the ground to third. Fires to second for one. Double play, and we're headed to extra innings.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Victor Scott. Young back to work. That one almost got him.
1-0.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it across. One away in the top half of the 10th. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brendan Donovan will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Outside low. And now it's even 1-1. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Yeah, that's a little bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in. 2 down. Wilson Contreras digs in now.
Wilson Contreras.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Danny Young out of the game. And he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New arm out of the bullpen. Max Kranick.
Number 32. Max Kranick.
Outside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Nimmo has it sized up, and that's the third out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Queens, now it's going to be Jose Siri. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. So a change being made out at second. On a pinch run for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. He's a potential winning run, so they're hoping he can score on a base hit. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Ball misses. Throw to third. Safe. And the winning run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Tied at 4.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now a chance for Brandon Nimmo. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. In the air, left field. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Fastball for a strike. Out towards right center field. Scott settles underneath it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Mets leave 1. This game's all tied at 4. So coming into the game now on defense, Luis Torrens. He takes over behind the plate. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And he deals. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes. You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And downstairs.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Ivan Herrera now at the plate.
1-0.
In the dirt, but no advance. That's ball 1. In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. That's through there for a strike. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And here in extra innings. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. Inside, just missed. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats.
Ripped to short. Zips it to first. St. Louis goes down in order. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Still all square at 4 apiece. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Chris Roycroft. And now it's Juan Soto. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Hard on the ground to first. Contreras steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Scott drops steps, heads back on it. Brings it in. Runner tags. This should do it. Throw is offline. This one's over, and the Mets walk it off in the 11th.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in. But he did a good job pulling the hands through. Extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long